Hey, this is Jeremy at Startup Anthology. So Startup Anthology is all about empowering startup employees. You go to a startup, there's all this hype, there's all the new things about it. They're going to revolutionize the world. You're going to change things, ping pong tables, beer, tacos, it's all a part of it. And when you're there at the very beginning, it is incredible. It's a lot of fun. It's hard work. You work a lot of hours. If you're an early employee, as the funding rounds come in, you're lucky enough to have funding rounds to get funded. You move from seed to Series A, Series B, Series C. And with that influx of cash that comes in, those investors who want to see this high growth company, go to the moon, you got to hire more people. You got to bring on more people, and the team grows quick. While I was working at a startup, I was I think it was 23 when I started. I started in November of 2019. It was super cool. You're always working on a little bit of everything. The Monday morning sprint meetings were all 23 of us, I guess at the time, maybe 24 of us, CEO all the way down to me, the newest person on the team. And everyone knew everybody. Everyone knew what was going on. The goals were the same. If you couldn't figure it out, you'd have someone else help you. It's just really cohesive. It was the only time in the civilian world where there's a tight cohesion of a team, similar to what I had in the military in my division. I was a nuclear machinist mate on submarines. Let's see, what's this? Someone trying to see if I need a new roof. Those guys on MDiv, we did everything together. We worked all the time. We slept at work. We ate out. We drank beer. They were your people. They were your friend group. The people you worked with daily were really tight. And so working at a startup, that beginning was like that, which was super cool to have that experience again with a new set of people. As the company grew, money comes in. I remember one time, this was our first Friday, right after we closed, I think it was Series A. We just closed it. I don't know if it was funded yet or not, but the CEO said, hey, this is gonna change. Kind of give us a foreshadowing of what was gonna change, what was gonna happen. I didn't think anything of it at the time, because I was like, oh, this is great. We grew, we went from we doubled in that whole year and a half. We went from, 23 to 50 people. I was like, oh, well, if it's like that, this is cool. I know everyone. I work with everyone pretty well. We're all cohesive. Everyone's getting along. No real politics, nothing really else like that. But he kind of was foreshadowing that, something was going to change as the company grows and the speed picks up. And it was right. Within the next 6 months to a year, we went up tenfold. We went from 50 to 500 people. Things going on everywhere. Everyone's doing a little bit of everything. You're moving from this very generalist role to falling into specialist roles. And I'm a super generalist, I guess you'd call it. And I kind of fit into any situation that's needed. And still, with that many people and that high of growth rate, not everything was covered. And so there was a couple places that I could fit into as a super generalist, which was great. So I moved into the lead application test engineer. Got to hire a team of structural engineers and technicians to help me test what we were doing. And from there, then I transitioned into the quality control manager, QA/QC manager. And so I got to go through and touch everything, see everything, and make sure that what we were doing met the requirements, and balancing all that with the aspect of speed and getting things done as efficiently as possible. So that was a cool experience, fell into that. And then just over my 4-year mark, we had another First Friday, and we were sitting there, and I had become, over the past 6 months, just like something's like poking me, like something's annoying me. It's like I have to wear glasses sometimes, and I hate them because it's like something's like, right in my face the whole time. But that was happening. I couldn't figure out what it was at that time. That was kind of just like, what's this? And so I realized the company and I kind of grew apart from each other, not in a bad way. A company doesn't have feelings, right? And we kind of moved apart. It's just a thing that happens. And so I took the opportunity. So they offered up a voluntary severance package. And so I did. That was in January of 24. Yeah, January 24. I was there for almost 4.5 years. Took that and wanted to move on to the next phase of my life. And so Everything that I saw, the emotions, the sociological effects of the team growing fast, the bringing in new people, those first 23 people that I was with up until the last 500 people that were there, these had these different cohorts of hiring phases. There's kind of this tribal thing between them, just because they don't share the same experiences. Each group has slightly different experiences. As the company grows and you got more people coming in, politics start coming in. You got to be diplomatic with your things. And this is not on that company specifically at all. It's just the dynamic that happens when growth happens in a whole bunch of people. You kind of attenuate yourself a little bit. That's why I started Startup Anthology. I was already been in the working world for 20 plus years. I was in the military for about 5.5 years, which helps you think through the whys of a lot of things and help you reflect on that. You have to really think about why something is something the way it is, just the whys. And so that had me thinking the whys of why did this change? Why did I start feeling this way? And it's okay. But a lot of the people that work in startups are usually younger, straight out of college, young people in their career. They haven't been in the workforce for any length of time to develop any good, bad habits, just inexperience in that part. They might have expectations that are different from the company's expectations. You start early, you might be a manager or director someday, which I highly doubt it because you don't have the experience. But those expectations get there and you don't know where you fit as the company grows. And so what I wanted to do was help people navigate that because it's different than the normal corporate world. The normal corporate world, everyone knows about it. It's been around for a while. You go to an office, you do this, you have your small team, but you interact with a huge company. You have policies, procedures, rule books, manuals, legacy, just this whole gamut of things that actually provide stability to that company's culture. And when you're new at the company, you try to figure out how to navigate that. Going to a startup, there is none of that. There's no policy manuals. There's no HR. There's no legacy. All those things in the corporate world, they're just not there because the company's new. And so it's a different dynamic. There are personality types, learning types, working types that work better at different situations than others. In the ideation stage of the startup lifecycle, they're there to think about hard problems and figure them out with duct tape and zip ties. Then you get that established, and then you start moving on to this growth phase, and people start coming in. You have to start working with people more regularly, different people all the time. And if you're not assertive, if you're not able to talk and communicate well, it becomes frustrating for you. And then after that growth phase, you've put together, got the people and then you got the team going, then there's this optimization period where you take the stuff you ideated about, the stuff that you grew, now it's time to trim the fat, try to make it efficient, try to make it go. That's what Startup Anthology is about, to help you figure out where you fit in the different life cycles of a company. They kind of correlate directly to the funding stages of a startup, but not necessarily. It's kind of a lead lag type of thing. And that's what Startup Anthology was, to interview those people, get their lessons learned. What did they do? They're like, oh, I'm not gonna do that again, or that worked really well. That's been what the podcast has been about. And it's kind of expanded to entrepreneurs and founders as well. They have knowledge to share as well from a different perspective that needs to be heard. Hey, thanks a lot for letting me ramble. And yeah, if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Go to startupanthology.com for more information. Really appreciate it.